New DNA technology leads to a break in a 30-year-old homicide case in Sarasota. Our Samantha Sonner is joining us live now to break down the details. Big story, Samantha.
Yes, big story today, Grant. 23-year-old Judith Elaine Doherty was found dead in a field at Booker High School in 1988. Today, her family finally has some closure.
I am here today to represent that family that was in agony, the parents who never got to see closure. I remember the pain. My children's pain was great.
Just after 10:30 a.m. on July 31st, 1988, Judith Elaine Doherty was found brutally beaten, sexually battered, and strangled to death. For more than 20 years, the police had no leads. In 2009, Detective Anthony DeFransisco retested the evidence.
The results of this analysis revealed that male DNA was obtained from the victim's body.
The DNA matched to David L. Stevens, who in 1988 lived just across the street from Booker High.
The DNA match was irrefutable, very strong.
Stevens is in prison at the DeSoto Correctional Institution, serving time for a 1989 armed sexual battery and burglary.
Mr. Stevens at that time, in the early morning hours, broke into a home through the bedroom window with a 9-inch knife and being masked. He sexually assaulted the victim in that case at night point while her children slept in the next room.
Detective DeFransisco says the 2009 DNA hit was just the beginning of the investigation.
It took several years of interviews and excluding people from the crime scene to get to the point where we are today.
The investigation is still active. Detectives are still piecing together the events that led to the murder.
Judith, as kind and good as she was, also had a problem with drugs and had actually been clean for a while, according to her family, but had relapsed recently, which is how she ended up into the Newtown area at that location.
Doherty's sister, Karen Aron, is grateful police never gave up on her sister's case.
You're bringing closure and peace and healing to a family that suffered terribly. The reverberations were huge from many, many people. And there will be healing and there will be justice for Judith Elaine Doherty.
And David Stevens was scheduled to be released from prison in 2021, but now he will be going to trial on these new charges, thanks to the advances that have been made in this DNA technology.
It's just incredible. We're hearing a lot about these cases. This is probably the third or fourth one here on the Sun Coast that's caused a break in a case that was unsolved for years.
You know, and Sarasota Police thinks that we're going to see a lot more of these as these new cases, as that DNA continues to get tested, and as technology continues to advance and there continues to be new ways to solve these crimes.
Samantha, thanks so much for that report.
All right, thanks, Grant.